Hello everyone, this is Aegis here, and I have for you the fourth match between Carnegie Mellon University and Harvey Mudd College. I do have here ALOT playing Protoss for Harvey Mudd. If he does lose this game, then Harvey Mudd College will be taken out 3-1 by Carnegie Mellon University. So ALOT does have a lot riding on his shoulders. In the other corner, we do have Zephyriil playing for... Sorry, I messed that up. Zephyriil is playing for Carnegie Mellon University. If Zephyriil takes this game, it will be 3-1 in favor of Carnegie Mellon University. He has a lot of stuff, a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. And in the other side, ALOT is playing for Harvey Mudd College. And he has even more riding on his shoulders, because if he loses, Harvey Mudd doesn't even get to play the ace match. QXC, who usually plays that match, or I assume plays that match, won't even get to come on a second time and win that game. So Zephyriil is gonna go ahead and scout with this next SCV that's about to come out from that command center. We do have the first probe coming out from ALOT. He's going to go scout over here and see if he can find our Terran player. Is going to poke by the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Get quite a bit of vision, and he also does see the SCV. So he does know that our Terran player has spawned in this top position. ALOT getting his gas at a standard timing. Again, this is a game from the Collegiate Star League. You can check out their website at cstarleague.com. We have 140 some universities playing matches every weekend on StarCraft 2 on Battle.net. We also do have events like the Collegiate Masters Star League coming up. You can check out that at the Star League website as well. This will be held live at our school, University of Maryland, Baltimore, or my school, the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I also do have my own channel at Aegis StarCraft 2, so youtube.com/Aegis StarCraft 2. You can check out my other stuff there as well, and do subscribe if you do like seeing this kind of stuff from the collegiate side of the StarCraft 2 scene. We do have the Cybernetics core coming up. Let me open up the production tab so you guys can see everything that everyone is making. Zephyriil is getting his supply depot and is going to spend his first 100 gas on that factory. So we also do see the Cybernetics core now researching the warp gate, the best upgrade in the entire game, says everyone, even Artosis, who I just watched a game where he was playing Protoss the other day. Quite an interesting game there. I do play Protoss myself, so I do like Protoss quite a lot, so we'll see if ALOT is able to pull this off. And we also do like seeing QXC play, so if he is able to pull this off, we'll get to see QXC play again. ALOT throwing down his second gateway here. Zephyriil getting a reactor on his barracks. Maybe he'll do a swap, but it's not as likely against Protoss. We'll see what he decides, what kind of tech path he decides to go down. We do have the factory not quite making anything. We do have an armory coming up, so he might be going for a Thor push or a Thor drop. Thors are very annoying on this ledge, especially if you're trying to secure your natural expansion, but if ALOT does not decide to do that, then a Thor up there is not a problem at all. Just go and kill him. We do have the tech lab finishing up on the factory here, so the armory will be able to get out a Thor very quickly. ALOT now pushing forward with his first Zealot and first Stalker is going to try to poke up the ramp anytime now, see if he can do some damage, but there are plenty of Marines here, won't be able to do quite as much damage. He could focus fire that SCV and do some permanent damage and prevent that bunker from going up as quickly as Zephyriil would like it to, but it's completely unnecessary. He can just back out there as well. And we do have that first Thor on the way. Not researching anything at the armory, but that's fine. We have an idle SCV as well. Bunkers, Marines, Thor. I think he might actually go for that SCV repairing Thor thing that has now been disabled by patch 1.2. We'll see if he's ALOT is going to be able to hold that off. it was quite annoying to deal with a while ago because you just didn't quite have a way of focusing down those SCVs. We do have an observer popping out. He can easily get those immortals to help defend. We'll see if he does decide to do that, or if he decides to go for an expansion, which does look possible from the placement of this probe here. He is taking control of that Zelnanga Watchtower, and we do have the Thor and the SCVs following along here. I guess the SCVs are on auto repair. Yes, they are. He is gonna see the observer is gonna see this army moving out here. That Thor not quite getting a shot off. ALOT is gonna have to do something to help hold this off. He is pylon blocked. Oh no, he might not be able to hold this off if he is unable to focus those SCVs down. Thor taking a couple of shots there, but the SCVs are going to be able to repair that. The Stalkers focusing down the Thor, not quite. All the SCVs got trapped behind the Marines. The linchpin of this strategy has been taken out very easily because of the bad placement of those SCVs. SCVs now chilling there, doing nothing, and all the Marines getting taken out by the Stalkers. Stalkers moving forward a little bit too eagerly, taking a few extra shots there. We do have more Thors being produced. He is going to have to defend, and now Zephyriil losing a lot of minerals on that. He does have another Thor out, the 2 SCVs here. Back going to try to repair that Thor up again. ALOT now getting out some Immortals. Immortals do tons of damage versus units like Thors. 50 base damage, and I think they get +5 each time you get an attack upgrade. So after 3 attack upgrades, that's 65 damage, and a Thor has 400 health, so we'll see if he does push out enough SCVs to help defend against this, to help repair the Thors. We'll see if ALOT does get more Immortals. We do have another Immortal on the way. We also have the 250mm strike cannons out. We'll see if he's able to use that to its best effectiveness. Focusing down that Thor again. The Immortal taking a couple of those shots. Marines focusing down that Immortal. A good choice there. Marines all getting taken out here. Only 2 SCVs left here. That Thor getting worked down, getting focused down by those Stalkers, but it's not losing the Thor there. Somewhat even game here, but Protoss will soon have his expansion, so Terran will be quite a ways behind. He does need to make something happen, maybe get his expansion on his own and try to out pump the Protoss player in terms of SCVs, and those mules do help quite a bit as well. He's continuing to make those Thors, not quite going for that expansion. He does look very much all in here. He does have these 2 tech labs on the way, gonna get some Marauders into this mix as well. ALOT now does have his natural expansion, soon gonna be able to mine the 400 minerals back and plus get some extra production. Now we have Zephyriil getting his expansion command center finally, but ALOT does look like he is moving out for an attack. We'll see if he's able to hold against this. Zephyriil moving another Thor to the front. He doesn't have that many units out here. This can easily bust in here and do a lot of damage and maybe even end the game. More Immortals coming out for ALOT, so he might be going for that Immortal timing push once you get 3 or 4 Immortals. Gonna try to push in there an unfortunate Marine or SCV coming out here getting shot in the face by everything. Observer getting a really good look at what's going on in here. I bet he's even seen this command center, so he does know that that the Terran player is still very much behind. He's gonna mount up a pretty big attack, I think, coming up very soon. Do have these pylons constructing here. He did supply block himself, but it's okay because the Terran player is so far behind. We do have the command center now lifting and coming to the natural. We do have 2 Thors. This observer is still chilling out up front, and ALOT still taking map control here with the Zelnanga Watchtower. Now moving out with a ton of Zealots. as well as 2 more Immortals, so this timing push is now ready to go. Maybe he'll wait for the weapons level 1. We'll see what he tries to do. Terran is now switching off and getting a reactor for his factory. And here comes the attack. The Zealots charging in first. We do have the force fields trapping those Marines and Marauders from moving back. The Thor's not quite getting repaired yet. Those SCVs are now moving forward with the auto repair seat, but we do have the 250mm cannons going off, but it's not quite enough. It only softens up 2 Immortals, destroys 2 Immortals, but the force field's preventing more Terran reinforcements from getting down here. We also do have the Stalkers cleaning up the Marines and Marauders left over. Those SCVs are going to have to try to run out of there. We have the command center lifting up as well. And Zephyriil has nothing on his ramp. He doesn't have any units at all except for those SCVs. He's got a Mule and 25 SCVs. Now 2 Marines, but it's not quite going to be enough to hold off this many Stalkers and Immortals, or Immortal. We do have a couple of SCVs here trying to mill around. Gonna get taken out there. Zephyriil GG's out of this game. So we do have a tie at 2-2 between Carnegie Mellon University and Harvey Mudd College. We'll be going right into the ace match, which we do have a QXC once again.